Contact. Good to see you, Lori. Did the notification go out? Ooh, go by the people coming in. Maybe the notification did go out. Good to see you, Cheryl. Hugs all around. I think I figured out a way to get the most periscopy experience here on YouTube. Welcome. Welcome. We're going to do a few little things here. Since we're using the Streamlabs app, you'll notice there'll be some different things on the screen, like you see there'll probably be a live viewer number. Good to see you, Miss Lovely. Got a live viewer number. We got the comments on the screen. So people who are watching on replay, people who watch on replay know what the hell's going on. And then the other thing is that I believe, and it seems like it's working. I have lowered the latency between the comments and me responding to you guys. So we're having some fun here. I am using the Streamlabs app, and in the future, in theory, I will be able to go live mobily on all platforms at the same time. So yeah, about 4 seconds. 3-4 seconds. Periscope is about that. So good to see you, Ed. We're just gonna walk around. It looks like everyone got notifications. So it seems like I have fixed the notification issue, which is good. And the other thing is that this signal shouldn't be dropping out all the time. I could adjust my bit rate here live on the show. And I think I found the sweet spot this morning. So this is why we're gonna walk around. Gonna see how the battery lasts on this thing here. But welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you're wondering, how the hell does he have a live viewer count on the screen and comments on the screen? Well, I'm using Streamlabs, the Streamlabs app. I'm on an iPhone 8. But it seems to do some funny things with the live stream. And basically, this was a two-part thing of how setting this up was. What I wasn't doing, this is why notifications weren't going out, is I didn't set it up at home. There is a whole page where you set up your live stream, and it's like kind of like it's the default title with tags and everything. So there are tags in it. So people happen to be searching for New York City live stream. This should come up. Well, let's walk down to the water. Let's walk down to the water and see what's going on down by the water. Nobody's out. Nice out here tonight. Nice and warm. It's nice and warm. We could do some serious Pokemoning with this kind of setup. Now I know how the kids do this now. I figured out how the kids do their live stream. I figured it out. Yes. Yeah, I figured it out. Yay. Make our way down to the water here. I guess the only thing that's not periscopy about it is that I don't know when people enter the room, I don't know when they're coming in. That's pretty much the only thing that's not periscopy about this setup here. As we make our way down to the water. Down to the waters. Yes. Yes. And I think stabilization, there's something, I think that also, I think this app also does something with stabilization. As I walk around here, you are not on the gimbal. And I notice it's a little bit more stable. But yes, it's a beautiful night here in New York. I had a crazy day at work today. So the minute I came home, I ate my dinner, and I went right back. The number on the screen is how many people are watching right now. There's 8 of you watching right now. That's the number on the screen. So people know how many people were watching live. So basically all this stuff is like burned onto the screen. So when people watch on replay, sometimes it seems like on YouTube the comment replay doesn't save properly or it's out of sync. So sometimes it's kind of hard to watch and try to figure out who's talking about what. So you can tell I'm not on the gimbal? All right, good. Yeah, no, the gimbal, we float with the gimbal. Gimbal is usually very noticeable. As we're walking. We're walking here, walking pretty fast. Good to see you, VG. Good to see you. Look, it looks like notifications went out. It looks like notifications went out. Okay, the only thing I can't do is, I guess I can't tweet out the link to the broadcast before I begin it. That's, I guess, the only thing I can't do. But I'll figure out how to do that eventually. Big old truck up there on the bridge there. Big old truck. It's warm out here. Good to see you, Amy. Warm, warm, warm out here. I didn't realize it was 70 degrees today here in New York. I should have put on suntan lotion. The first real warm day. Well, no, it was 80 degrees the other day, but yeah, it was warm down here. And it's still warm down here. It's in the 60s, I believe. Later on today here in New York, it's gonna rain. Tomorrow's gonna be a rainy day. Kind of day, just want to stay inside and do nothing. And that's what I'm gonna do. It was okay up there in Albany? Awesome. I should have put you guys on the gimbal. Yeah, tonight's gonna rain a little bit in most of the state of New York. And then tomorrow, well, here in New York, it's like here in the city, it's gonna rain pretty much all day. Okay. Yeah. Very stable. Wow. That's crazy. Yep. Yeah, all day tomorrow. It's not going to be a fun day tomorrow. I mean, I usually have off on Fridays anyway. And of course, in a few more weeks, our Fridays will be all about Fireworks Friday in Coney Island. So that is coming up in a few weeks. That's 6 weeks? Something like that? Or maybe 2 months? I think 2 months. Mermaid Parade. I got the moon right above the bridge. Yeah. As all the trees begin to finally come out, it is springtime. We're gonna have to totally go back to, we gotta go back to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. The Earth camera is working now? Awesome. Yay. It's a nice night out. There's nobody out here. Nobody out here tonight. Nice. Just checked it out. Cool. It's exactly just us nut jobs wandering around here. There's usually a dog walker or two out here, but no. I bet you there's people down by the water, though. If we go down by the water, there are probably people down there. Down by the pitch black water. Let's go. Let's go down to the pitch black water. Work today was great. It was a busy day today. Had a lot of people, mostly from the Netherlands, so we rode really good. Yeah, it is quiet out here. It's nice and quiet out here. It's that time where everyone, 2, 3 in the morning, especially out here, it really winds down. But work today was great. It was, everyone knew how to ride a bike. I had 2 kids from the Netherlands who were under 18 who refused to wear helmets, and I was a little nervous, of course, because it's a liability thing, but they rode good. We made it through fine. Everyone had a good time, and almost everybody tipped. I want to thank I want to thank some people from the Netherlands and some of the folks out there from the UK. Thanks for the tips today. You're going to be moving to a nice area. Awesome. Congratulations. It's always good to move to a nice area. Somebody's sleeping in the gazebo. You're more than welcome. It's tough finding housing in good neighborhoods that's affordable. Here in New York, man, it's tough. Somebody's sleeping underneath the gazebo. Let's see who's down by the water. Let's see who's down by the water. Bienvenue. Good to see you, Nabil. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Do you know what your favorite lunatic scoper is doing? Well, YouTuber anyway. They're fixing up the place, and it won't be done till June. Well, that's only a few weeks away. That's only like 6 weeks away. We're almost there. This month is flying by already. Yeah, it's very stressful. Absolutely, Laurie. Oh, that's not that bad. Under 900 for 2 bedrooms. That's pretty good. I pay $890 for a 1 bedroom, and we're rent controlled. You can find cheap. It's expensive, $875, but for 2 bedrooms up in that area, it's expensive everywhere. Uh-oh. What's this guy doing here? Watching me on the live stream? He's watching me on the live stream? Huh? You watching me on the live? Okay. Well, you want to, but that's the whole thing. It's like I realize we live in a crazy time. You could either live in a place where it's more spread out, it's more suburban, and it's really cheap, and yeah, you could buy a home or whatever, right? You could find places like that, but the problem is you're far away from your work. So it's like, do you sacrifice that? He wants to charge $950. See, that's kind of expensive for up there in Albany. $950 is expensive up there. There you go. See, but you live in the country in North Carolina. There you go. That's the thing. I have friends who live in Florida, and it's like, okay, great. You have an entire house for $600 a month, let's say. It is, because it is that cheap out there. What is there to... I hate to say this, but what is there to really do in a lot of these places? There's not too much going on. You told them no? Good. Not too much going on in these kind of places, Is either that or you have to travel everywhere. I hate driving. I hate being in a car. $675 for a two bedroom duplex. You got the space. Nice. Wow. $1,100 and up for a house. That's expensive. But then again, you're getting a house. Everything is relative. It's expensive, folks. Life is expensive. That is one thing that's guaranteed. That's why I'm going to stay in my little crappy rent-controlled apartment. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough times. Like, basically, the only reason why me and my wife are still here in Brooklyn, it's because basically we do what we love, and the only place where we can do what we love is here in New York. Of course, yeah. Utilities aren't included, yeah. There you go. And what's that, Iowa? 3-bedroom house around $70,000? Yeah. A 3-bedroom house here in Brooklyn, it's a minimum of like $250,000. If you get to buy it anyway. There you go. You pay $552 for a 2-bedroom. Yeah, it's expensive here. It's stupid expensive here. But then again, there are things that, again, you could only do here that you really can't do anywhere else. Oh yeah. There are a lot of houses that are $250,000 around here, at least. And in May, you got to pay for Leo's dog license. Okay, it's only $16. Exactly, that's the whole thing. I'm in the center of the world. There's everything going on here. And, like, for my wife's profession, we really can't live outside of the city because she always has to be here. I mean, granted, some of her projects take her outside of the city, but for the most part, it's here, and it's one of the most expensive places to live in the world. That is the thing. New York is one of the most expensive places to live in the world. All 5 boroughs. So even up in the Bronx. Yeah, it's a lot of people here. 8.5 million. If you don't like people, then this is definitely not the place for you. Yeah. Beautiful night here, as you see, very quiet. There's like a couple of people down. There are a couple of people down the waterfront right now. A couple of people down there. Not too many. But there are a couple of people down there. Probably some people out in the cars also. But we got the moon high above the bridge. And it wants to rain. I could tell. It wants to rain. Yeah. Eventually there will be 9 million people here, yeah. There you go, for a 1-bedroom, $1,300. But that's probably like a big 1-bedroom, right? It has to be like a floor. That better not be a small apartment, because if it is, that's horrible. It's tough with these deregulated apartments here. Lily, good to see ya. With these deregulated apartments. Actually, today, you know, it's funny we're talking about the rent. Today was the rent guidelines board meeting. They got an old-fashioned stove. Okay. Good morning, Lily. Yeah, it's crowded over here. It gets nuts. I mean, today, I'm not going to lie. Today, after work, going home, I was like, you know, I can't wait to be semi-alone on the subway. My day was great. I was like, there were a lot of people. There were a lot of people just milling about, especially in the afternoon. A lot of people not paying attention. A lot of people, a lot of tourists wandering out into moving traffic this afternoon. On the Brooklyn Bridge, it was retarded. There were some people this afternoon was ridiculous. Awesome, Lily. I think we got a tugboat coming in. I think we have a tugboat coming in right now. I wish I had a little bench I could sit on right now. I would love to just sit on a bench right now and just watch the river go by. But this is good. All right, good morning. 2:06 here in New York. 2:06 here in New York City right now. We're here at the entrance to New York Harbor. Very peaceful. With the moon high above the Verrazano Narrows Bridge. That's awesome, Amy. Here comes La Luna Bella. Coming on out of the clouds. Can I focus on that? No, I can't tap to focus. Okay. I can't tap to focus. When the moon hits your eye like a big... Good to see you, Frida Laugh Now. Frida Laugh Now, you were hanging out with Sock Hop? Frida Laugh Now was on Sock Hop's Periscope today. That was kind of awesome. I need new sneakers, okay. I hit out of the ballpark there. Like a big baseball there. I know Spalding ball. There's a few people down there like, what the fuck is he talking about? What is wrong with this guy? Wow, I could already tell this app. Stickball, oh my God, Stickball. Now you're talking. You know, I've been tempted to broadcast that. They have a whole like international a stickball game tournament in like Brooklyn or the Bronx or something like that, and I gotta go to that one of these days. The wife is doing fantastic. She's just really, really busy. She's working on like 3 projects at the same time, so she's kind of like giving her space. I'm giving her space, but yeah, she's really busy right now. We're trying to make it so like maybe in August we could have maybe like a week to ourselves. So we're kind of working like mad now to give us maybe a little time when it gets hot. So yeah, no, she is. We need a vacation. A little tugboat coming in. See, damn it, I can't. That is one thing not periscopy about this broadcast. I can't tap to. Okay, wait, there we go. I can't tap to focus. Wow, this Streamlabs app, man. Holy crap, this is really neat. Yeah, latency test. There you go, Nibble. Should be about 3-4 seconds. Should be about 3-4 seconds. Hey, don't you love the lights? Me too. It's pretty out here tonight. Wonderful. Isn't it good? You know, I wanted, that's one of my life's goals there, Frida Laugh Now. That's one of my things I always wanted to do in my life, is to ride a bike over the Golden Gate. I've always wanted to do that. I've rode a bike over this bridge a few times too. Yes, they do. They fly so fast. They're up to date now. The latency is low, so yeah. And plus, you have the comments now on the screen. That's what everybody complains about. This bridge here, this is 2.5 miles long. It's longer than the Golden Gate by about 62 feet. This is the longest suspension bridge in North America. 14th longest suspension bridge in the world. I think it's one of the 5 most expensive bridges to cross in the world. Currently $11 for just a car. These towers here are 649 feet from the high water mark to the top, and it's one of the first bridges in the world to have to compensate for the curvature of the earth. The 2 tops of the towers are 1/8 inch further apart at the top than they are at the bottom because of the curvature of the earth. The bridge also sags 12 feet. Pretty much all bridges in New York do this, but the Verrazano Bridge sags some 12 feet lower during the warm months during the summertime than it does during the winter. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge. Yeah, very windy. Why did they charge to go over the bridge? For upkeep. Like this bridge, you got to paint this bridge constantly. It takes 2 years to paint, or a little over 2 years to paint the bridge completely. So they're constantly painting it. It's a dynamic structure, so there's lots of moving parts. Of course, the lights and everything. But it does go into a bigger fund, and that's the MTA. So this kind of funds all the other bridges and subways and PATH trains and light rail in New Jersey and parts of Connecticut. And the MTA is a big, basically, real estate deal between the states of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, and Port Authority. Quasi-public-private partnerships. Very shady. Very, very shady. Shady. You my lady. Oh my God, the live stream's going to be so much better now. I am so excited about this. It's like we have entered a new realm, guys, with this app. So basically what I'll be able to do is if let's say I know I'm going to be in like Wi-Fi and I'm going to have like a solid signal, I could up my bit rate and the image quality is like ridiculous. But then if I know I'm going to be in a bad signal area, I could adjust my bit rate here on the fly in the middle of broadcast. As you see, you got comments on the screen. You know how many people are watching live. The image seems to be a little bit more stable. It doesn't drop out as much as it does on the standalone YouTube app. I am putting my titles in a weird way. I have to log into Restream.io. I log into Restream.io, change the name or the title within that website, and then it updates here on the app. All right, it's cool, right, Nibble? Look at that. As the moon comes out. As the moon comes out right there over the bridge. Right there, people. Right there, people. I should have brought my bike out. I should have gone down to the pier, and wouldn't have that been fun? Go all the way out to the pier and look at the city skyline. That would have been fun. I should have took the initiative, and I do have the obscenely long. Truckers are road raging. Good morning, Bougie Boy Gabel. Good morning. Did you get the notification, Boozy? How did it work for you? We have low latency like Periscope, but we're on YouTube with the comments on the screen. It's the new way of live streaming. I'm very excited about this new app I'm using. It's Twitter. Wow, you saw it on the Twitters there. Oh man, you show it on the Twitters. All right. No, YouTube. YouTube too. It's working. It's working. It's twerking. All right, so now I know how to do it now. Now, this is how all the cool kids are live streaming. I will mention names, but a lot of them do horrible things on live streams. Could have done I could have totally done an ET moon bike ride. Absolutely. That's, by the way, one of my favorite memories. Have a great day. Don't work too hard, Nibble. Have a great day out there in south of France. But that's one of my favorite all-time things I've ever done as a young teenager. When I went to Universal Studios, Florida, I rode the ET ride. And the first time I rode that ride, I would never forget it. Yeah, try. Please, do me a favor. Try not to work too hard, please. Please. We got to save our euros and shekels. Or no, save your euros and kronars, and you'll be out here in New York very soon. Very, very soon. 3 kronar. 3 kronar. And evidently there's going to be an alert on the screen, so if somebody subscribes, let's say, while watching this broadcast, we will know when somebody subscribes. There'll be like an animation on the screen. And, yeah, that's right, the porch is waiting for you. The porch is waiting for you. And also, if somebody leaves a donation also, there'll be a little animation thingy. So there'll be more things on the screen to look at. And you could throw a party, exactly. You're talking proof that you save your quids and your pennies and your fivers. That's right, Boozy. That's right. Yup, animation. Got little GIF animations. Uh-oh, Laurie's going to test it out. Oh, yeah, unsubscribe, subscribe, or something like that. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da. It's beautiful out here. It's really pretty out here. Okay. Oh, it only did it like that? Where's the animation? Did you guys see an animation? I might not have it in my preview. Hopefully you guys saw something. Thank you so much, Laurie, for the super chat. On my end, it's very boring looking. We did see the animation. What was the... I don't even know what the animation is. What is the animation? What is the animation? See, that's how all the kids are doing it now. Nothing but unsubbing and resubbing. Okay, awesome. That's a dancing man. Great. Big text, basically. Okay, cool. Oh, my God. This is so funny. Oh my god! I can't wait to watch this on replay now. Thank you so much, Laurie, for the super chat again. Oh, that's so funny. I'm gonna have to preview that. I'm gonna have to put a preview on that from my end here. Oh, this thing is so cool. I'm so excited now. We have to go back to the Botanical Garden. We have to go back. No, oh please, Laurie, please. No. More than appreciated, Laurie. Thank you so much. We're gonna do some fun. We're gonna really. Now I'm really excited. We're gonna do some fun stuff. Since now I can't believe I could adjust this signal while I'm out here. That's something I can't do on YouTube or Periscope. So I could lower the signal rate. I could actually change the, because right now we're broadcasting at 720p. I could change that. Let's really test this out here. So when we're really in the, I know it's really clear. I know it's doing some voodoo, Laurie. I don't know what the hell it's doing. It's doing some voodoo that it's more robust. It's more robust than the actual standalone YouTube app, which is really weird. And in the future, as what they say on their website, eventually I will be able to stream in mobile here on everything. So I know you like it. Me too. That's a great question. How much is a dollar? Are you back to? You're back to the pound now, right? Oh, you guys, right? You guys threw away your euros, right? You had like that fun night where you all burned your euros and everyone got pounds again. I don't know the conversion rate. That's a great. I got tipped in a $2 bill again. Them Dutch people love tipping in $2 freaking bills. There you go. Really? So you get 34 cents. See, look at that. The pound's stronger than the dollar right now. Get 34 cents over here. Boozy Burger Bell's gotta be when it comes here to New York. He's gonna be eating clams and clams and oysters. Tuna! Oh my God! Did you see Vic DiBatello's? He went to Dunkin' Donuts today, and the drive-through guy was like, it was too much. It was too much. It was like the first thing I watched when I was waking up this morning, and I couldn't handle it. It was so. I had to watch that thing like 5 times in a row. It was so stupid funny. I need that breakfast special too. We should go to Dunkin' Donuts and get the breakfast special. But if you don't know who Vic DiBatello is, he's a comedian here here in the Northeast. He's from right here in Brooklyn, but he lives on Long Island now. But he does some really funny comedy here on YouTube and on Facebook, and also even Instagram, and your sister's ass. But and the Pony Express. Right? You want to go to Dunkin' Donuts? I think we're gonna have to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Get that $2 deal. I know he also does Pony Express. Yeah, let's go to Dunkin' Donuts. Fuck it. Let's go to Dunkin' Donuts. Actually, we gotta first go to Walgreens. Let's first go to Walgreens, because I do have to get some accoutrement for stuff for the kitchen. I think, did we have this donut talk before? Maybe. And we never went to Dunkin' Donuts in the end. I think that's what happened. I think we talked about going to Dunkin' Donuts, but we just never did it. Oh, you never got the euro. Oh, okay. That makes sense. All right, you guys were like, no, we do not want your monopoly money. Your euro monopoly money. No, rather. Yes. Holy crap, this is great. This is great. Wow. YouTube just improved like vastly for me on my end. This is great. Got loads of dollars and about 20 quid. Bloody skint. Hang in there, Boozy. Hang in there. We'll be having I already know what I'm going to do when Boozy comes out here. Like, I'm going to totally, when we go to the brewery, I'm going to get a flight, because I haven't tasted their new beers yet. So they have another candy, well, not a candy beer, it's a cereal beer. It's a beer that supposedly tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And Cinnamon Toast Crunch here in the States is a really, really super sweet candy for kids. Like living in like exactly. A king in the States will pull back home. Yep, the Cinnamon Crunch beer. They had the can release, or they're gonna have the can release on Saturday. I wish I could make it out to. I always miss the can releases because I have to work. But let's go to Walgreens, and then we'll go to Dunkin' Donuts. What's a quid? You know what? I want to know what is a quid? Like 100 pound? Oh, thank you so much, VG, for the super chat. Oh, a quid's like a pound. Oh, okay. When you elect a clown, absolutely, Lori. Absolutely. Truth be told, you know, when you look back at history and how presidents are, it's almost too much to keep up with nowadays. It's like I can't keep up with all the crap that's going on. 20 quid! All right, so that's 20 bucks. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay, so a pound's a quid. Oh, so now when I see $50, I'm gonna call it 50 quid. Ah, it makes sense now. It makes sense now. One of my favorite lines in a movie of all time is when, and I always hark back to this movie, that lovely romantic film Threads, and they're in the supermarket, and she goes, 50p, that's scandalous. Ooh, the tulips are coming out, yay! The tulips are coming out. Exactly, refer to a dollar as a quid. Exactly, fivers, tenors. That I do know. Fivers and tenors. Yeah, I had three people from Wigan the other day. A small world, this planet. I tell ya, a small world. Start counting out my money in a British accent now. I know, we got no Benjamins, I know. That's one thing that's unique. Yeah, no, we got Benjamins here, luckily. Is this, what, still Christmas? Is it Christmas still? Is it Christmas? Oh, look how it looks pretty with the tree blooming. Hey, if you only knew how crazy I look right now walking around. You only knew. Wow, this thing. All right, so get ready for work. I will enjoy the Dunkin' Donuts. Thank you so much, Boozy, for tuning on in. Don't work too hard. See you soon. I have everything on the screen. I have my battery. I have my LTE signal. I have my frames per second. I have the time. I have, oh my God, I have so much stuff on the screen. I never work hard. Good. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not good. Yay. It's nice out here, man. It's a good night to drink. I should get a 6-pack, go down to the park. Right? Just turn around the camera and drink beer with you guys. It is warm enough to do that. It is totally warm enough to do that right now. Kick back a few brews with you guys in the park, man. What you doing, man? They're just having a few brews in the park, man. Just having a few brews in the park. So tomorrow, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to live stream tomorrow. I might. I don't know just yet. Tomorrow I may be a cat sleeping all day. I do got to tidy up the house. Got to get up in the morning and do that. But then what I end up doing is I tidy up the house, get the house all nice, and then I go to sleep. I think that's what I'm going to do. I don't know. We'll see. But now since notifications work, I know, yeah, we'll see where the wind blows. That's the thing. No set schedule with me. I know there's a great live streamer here on YouTube. His name is Spokesmane. Spokesmynes. Spokesmane. Or Spokesmanes. And he does live streams every day from Walt Disney World. And he takes you on the rides. And he is pretty much the reason why I found this app I'm using right now, because this is the app that he uses. And he goes into some really bad cell quality areas, but he maintains a broadcast, and it is so much watching the fireworks show at Disney. He's on every day at 6 o'clock Eastern time here on YouTube. What I should do is I should feature his channel. When I get home, I'll put his channel on my homepage there, so I'll feature his channel. Because I've been watching his live streams, and he interacts and everything, but he rides the rides. And I love that. But I was watching his live streams, and I'm like, how does he get the comments on the screen? How does he do that? And then I found out, and now I'm like, oh my God. Especially now since I figured out how it works. Notifications work, everything works now. This is good. This is good. The only thing I'm going to have to do, though, is put out a separate tweet saying I'm going to go on live in like 2 minutes or something like that. Give a 2-minute warning. It is fun, yeah. You got to watch his live streams. This is what I always say. It's easy to find the real negative kind of crap, because there's a lot of it out there, and a lot of people watch that kind of stuff. But then you have people doing some really, really, really fun stuff. And I always say you got to give those guys props. You got to put out the good. Got to put out the good. That's how you got to do it. I really want a donut right now. I think we'll go to Dunkin' Donuts first. Hell yeah! This isn't a scope. It's a broadcast TYC. Scope refers to Periscope, and we are definitely not on Periscope. I figured out how to get the broadcast very Periscope-y. As you see, the comments are on the screen. The latency is somewhat low. There you go, late night stream. Now you're talking. Skylark. We're gonna go get a donut right now. Let's go get a donut right now. I'm half awake. Took a long nap. But yeah, we're staying away from the periscopes. Especially now, since I've made the broadcast here on YouTube very periscopy. The only thing I can't do is tap to focus. You hear that? You hear that, Streamlabs? Tap to focus, Streamlabs. Tap to focus. That's what we need. Now what I'm going to do to make you guys a little bit more incognito, I'm going to take you guys off the selfie stick right now. Here's the selfie stick. Put that in my back pocket. So we don't bring too much attention to ourselves when we get there. I know the quality is really good. I know, it's really cool. And if I know I'm in Wi-Fi area, I could get the quality even up more. We're broadcasting right now at 720p. It looks like we have a solid signal with 30 frames a second. But I could adjust my bit rate here on the broadcast, which is freaking amazing. And as you see, you got the comments on the screen. So the number one complaint from people who watch Periscope is, I don't see the comments anymore. Well, now they do, and they can't complain. And especially now with the latency being low, it's very Periscope-y. Actually, let's see. Because this Dunkin' Donuts is always debaucherous. There's always stuff going on in here. Let's see what's going on in here. And imagine when we get this thing on a gimbal, that's gonna look really cool. Then it's gonna look even better. And it seems to not eat up the battery, which is amazing. I mean, the battery life so far is amazing. I mean, I could do, at the current battery rate I'm going right now, I could probably do 2.5 hours. Yeah, I know, everyone's watching the new Avengers. That's what I woke up to, actually. I woke up to the weird Jimmy Kimmel opening. It sure is. I woke up to the weird Jimmy Kimmel opening for the Avengers. His Avengers broadcast this afternoon. Okay, so Dunkin' Donuts is right across the street. I want to get the $2 deal. And one of the Avengers gets killed, really? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. One of the Avengers gets killed. No. And you know which one. Oh, man. Don't give it away, Laurie. I didn't even watch. I don't care. But I got to see it. All right, good. I'll make sure to go check it out and see it. See, I'm make-believing I'm FaceTiming. I'm not live streaming right now. I'm FaceTiming with my loved one right now. Ooh, there's nobody out here. There's usually people hanging out here. It's a Thursday night. Where is everyone? Oh, that's right. Watching the Avengers film. I know, they don't say. All right, let's see what kind of donuts they have. They probably don't have a lot of selection right now. That's one thing I could guarantee. There is no selection of donuts. Need to see it for myself? All right, good. I don't watch it. I don't watch those movies anyway. All right, you know what I'm going to get? Found out by accident? How do you find something out about? How do you find out something like that by accident? Ooh. Huh? Oh, okay. No, it's my last $3, man. I will, TYC. Actually, they don't have those. They don't have those. Oh, actually, they do. They do have those. They do have those. Such a weird vibe in here. Yeah, these gives a lot of time to research. I'm surprised I haven't heard about that, but then again, I don't know. The social media feed are tapered to my liking, I guess. Hey man, let me get a Boston cream and a French cruller, please. Awesome. That's it. Yeah. Thanks, man. All right. very warm in here, so we'll go down to the. We will go down to the park. Just cross-reference your stars. So there was a guy in there who showed me a piece of paper saying that he was a sailor, that he was a merchant sailor, and he wanted me to buy him coffee. So weird, man. So weird. So weird. This is the hour where it's just weird stuff always goes on. Always the hour. We'll walk down to the park and we'll sit on a bench. Amy's back. Welcome back, Amy. I don't know, Laurie. There's people around here that are very shady. You can't go by just somebody showing you a piece of paper that's obviously, it was like a photocopy. We get a lot of them around here. And what happens is that I think you encourage that behavior. I don't know what he's on or anything like that, but maybe, but there's so many of them around here, Laurie. I would be broke if I gave money to everyone like I saw. Like there's people in the subway who I see every morning. It's like there's guys on the train ride home who I see every day. It sucks, yeah, but I mean, it's just so many. So many. It's warm out here, man. Yeah, he's squishy? Okay. Yeah, you're kind. You're too kind-hearted. This guy's watching me from his van right now. The perils of live streaming when people stare at you from vans. Stare you hard in a van and they're like, what are you doing? Sucking into the phone like that. What are you doing? Let's go down to the park. Sit down and eat a couple of donuts with you guys. My neighbor's gentrifying, yay. Aw, that's nice, Laurie. That's awesome. Donuts sound delicious right about now? Yeah. Look at this gentrified building. This building is built to the maximum size for the corner. I think the train just let out. There's a bunch of people walking down the block right now. See, this is the thing about the subway life here. In this neighborhood, you'll notice like waves of people coming off the trains. So I think a train just let out. Random request? What's the random request, Laurie? Yeah, I know. Yeah, Amy. There are people that I know that will buy, like, yeah. There are people that you'll give them money, they look like they're hungry, and they'll buy cigarettes or beer or something that won't sustain them. Do I remember the old buildings by the trains where you could go out by the window? No, the trains never stop running. Do I know the old buildings by the trains you could see going out by the window? Like the subway? Are you talking about? I mean, the Highline Park never. Well, back in the day, it had freight trains going through the buildings. But I don't know anyone with an apartment anymore overlooking an elevated train. I used to have a friend who lived right in front of an elevated train. And oddly enough, spending the night at his house wasn't too bad. Even though you had the train 12 feet away from your head, passing. Well, this time of night, the train passes probably once every 15 minutes, depending on how many lines are on there. And he lived by the Q, so there was the Q and the B, so there were 2 lines. All right. Into the park we go. You can look at her window, the train went by. Yeah, there are a few little vantage points there where you could see trains. Are you talking about subway trains, or are you talking about like freight trains and stuff like that? Like, we have a freight train line not that far from here, but it's like it's in a ditch. It's in a trench. Anybody in this park? Really? I figured there'd be at least a few kids out here. I would figure there'd be at least a few kids out here, but no. So somebody was hanging out here. And a little bit of some beer. Alright, get you guys on the gimbal. I mean, not on the gimbal, on the selfie stick here. Of course. Of course. I mean, if we were to ride the D train, especially, the D train still runs like right next to houses. There's actually a curve. There's a curve on the D train where it brings the elevated train like just a few feet from the house. So let's eat a French crulla at 2:44 in the morning. Ooh, it's fresh. This is good. Yeah. There's still elevated trains that run very close to houses. Actually, they're reconstructing the M train right now. And there's a section of the M train that goes right past like this row of houses, like right next to it. They're reconstructing it. So they had to move everyone out of their house to do the reconstruction. We went to Dunkin' Donuts. We mentioned Dunkin' Donuts earlier in the stream. So I decided to get some donuts. And they're really good. They're like really hitting the spot right now. They're fresh. They must have just made these. Goddamn French crulla, that's right. You gotta get them at 3 o'clock in the morning when they're fresh. You gotta get them in the morning when they're fresh. And they do have something to drink with me, thank goodness. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be sleeping in the morning. Publix. You know what? Let me tell you something about Publix. There are 2 supermarkets in my life that have had very strong like emotions. Publix and Piggly Wiggly are the 2. Yeah, no, I had something to drink. Publix and Piggly Wiggly. Oh my God. Publix had the cakes. You know, I wasn't in Pennsylvania enough. Like, I've been to a Wegmans, and I know they're amazing, but I didn't go there like often. Like, I only went to a Wegmans maybe once or twice. Like, there was a time where I was going to Georgia a lot, and I was going to Florida a lot, and it was Publix and Piggly Wiggly and Food Lion. I don't think Food Lion's even still around. And Food Lion. They were like just these places where, you know, like Winn-Dixie, I'd rather go to a Publix than a Winn-Dixie. Truth be told. We're getting a Wegmans here in downtown Brooklyn. For all the people moving in for all the people moving into the neighborhood. Downtown Brooklyn's terrifying. It's changing so fast. All right, we got a Boston cream for everyone in Boston. A Boston cream for everyone in Boston. This does not look fresh. Yep. Absolutely, TYC. Winn-Dixie just didn't have the style as Publix. Publix, there was something about Publix. I don't know what the hell they did. These mythical supermarkets of the past. Oh yeah, it's pretty. It's kind of fresh. I'm ready to go back to bed now. But we have to go to Walgreens before we end this little experiment here. I'm very excited about how this thing works. There's so much stuff I'm looking at on my end, guys. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Now the battery's going a little bit faster than before. It seems like once you get below 70%, it drops faster. Huh. Yeah, no. No, that's one thing that's not going to happen. No. You know what, Lori? That's Facebook. You could do that on Facebook. It is creepy. You could do that on Facebook. On Facebook, if I'm going live, you could request to join the broadcast, and then your phone will put its camera on, and then you'll be in a window, or I could reverse it and whatnot. And that was the weirdest thing. That's the other thing I don't like about Facebook. People just do that. Yeah, you could do that on Instagram. Yeah. I hate Instagram Live. Ugh. It's garbage. Instagram Live, man. Yeah, piggyback. Yeah. But it was so weird. I was doing a walking tour for like this World's Fair group on Facebook, and I'm gonna do one soon. So I'll probably put the link out and remind everyone on Twitter about this. But you know, they don't have anyone who really does anything like up to dates. Like, people just find stuff on the internet and post it on there. So I'm going to give them like a little walking tour. You like Instagram Live? It's cute. Okay. I never liked it. But anyway, so I was doing like a walking tour, right? And I was encouraging people to comment, tell me where you watch from and all that. But then people were requesting to join the broadcast. And I thought it was just so weird. I was like, wait, but I'm showing you guys something. And then they want to just plop on their little screen there. And it's like, it made no sense to me. And then people got upset with me. Like, they were sending me direct messages at the end of the broadcast. Like, why didn't you let me join your broadcast? And I was like, you're watching and commenting, right? Why would I want to show your face when I'm showing you like the Unisphere or something like that? Every time I do a live stream for that Facebook group, this is a really funny thing. Every time I do a Facebook live for that group, I get friend requests, and one of my things about friend requesting me is like, I gotta meet you in person. I gotta meet you in person in order to be my friend on Facebook. You can follow my fan page, but not my personal page. And boy, do some people get angry if you don't. Oh my God, like. And I've been called so many horrible names, and like people just like turn on me. Like, they kiss my ass 1 minute and then they just turn and just insult me. And it's like, for real? Because I'm not your Facebook friend? Like, are you that shallow? It's a great way to get a friend? Well, I don't know about that. I mean, that's why I hate Facebook, yeah. I mean, you can follow my fan page, just my personal page. You have to meet me in person. Oh, sarcasm. Okay, thank you. You put in parentheses. Now it makes sense, Lori. I was like, but yeah. It was like, I mean, real, like, angry, like, go on the banana boat back to the island you came from, you faggot. What? Somebody literally said that. And, like, their picture is, like, they're, like, this kind old man with the grandchildren everywhere. And he's telling me to go back on the banana boat. Oh, yeah. Oh, I've had some crazy things. If I should put a link to it right now, because on the last Facebook Live, I know where was I born here? Exactly, right? Yeah, I was. I was born 12 blocks away. I know the damn holidays, Christmas flew by. I know it flew. It flew. But yeah, Facebook Live, man. I just never liked it. And people tell me to go there, broadcast there. No. I'll do people favors because I think people deserve it. I think the group, as a whole, the group deserves me, to go out there and give them a nice show and whatnot. But yeah, it is crazy. That's why everyone uses it, Lori. It's so easy to use. Excuse me. It's so easy to use. It's just the thing. It's like an all-in-one now. That's the whole thing now. It's the all-in-one. You could broadcast a crazy Coney Island kid. Good morning. Good morning. Your comment just snuck in there. Good to see you. We're rambling about Facebook. How ridiculous Facebook is, crazy Coney Island kid. I know you don't need 1,000 people to go live. Actually, do you need 1,000? You need 100 to go live now on YouTube. And I think they might have even dropped that. But yeah, anyone could go live on YouTube, on Facebook, but it has a weird reach, Facebook. That's the thing about Facebook that's weird. It has a really, really weird reach. You never know who's really seeing what you're putting out there. And the live, if you ever look at, Lori, I don't know if you've ever seen it before, the live video map is a lot of fun. Yeah, you can go live, have 22. You have 22 friends on Facebook? Keep a nice small... You can make a fan page and then make it like a public video. That you can do. Oh, you got 22 subs on YouTube. Okay. Facebook is terrible every time you're opening it up. Yeah. I can't... That's half of the reason why I really can't watch the news on a regular basis. It's because of Facebook. Because I know what's coming. Like, I know I'm going to see something stupid. I know I'm going to read something stupid. Like the kids down in Florida... like David Hogg and all that. The attacks on these kids, man. It's like from grown adults and these people. It's like, I didn't know these people. It's like, what's wrong with some of these people? Gotta wake up in 4 hours. Go take a nap, TYC. Have a great night and have a great day later on today. Have a great Friday. But yeah, that whole... Every time a school shooting happens or anything like that, it's like, some of the people, it's like, really? You're my cousin and you're talking like that? It gets very stressful. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Crazy. That's the only reason that keeps me on Facebook, crazy Coney Island kid. It's the only reason. And to keep tabs with like people like you, and there are people like you have family. You be looking out for the stream. Awesome. Yes they do. Yes they do, Lori. Absolutely. It's shady what's going on. And by the way, what's her name? Dana Loesch. All right, this is a true story. I was really drunk one night. This is recent, by the way. My wife, by the way, loves this story. So my wife already has approved this story, and she thinks it's hilarious. Because she didn't know who I was talking about. She doesn't watch the news at all, so she doesn't know the whole thing. But Dana Loesch, the spokesperson for the NRA, right? I'm all drunk one night. And it must have been like 3, 4 in the morning. Just posted something on your Facebook and your YouTube channel. Awesome. I absolutely got to check it out. On Facebook, 200 plus people viewed it. There you go. That's awesome. I'm going to have to check that out, crazy Coney Island kid. I'm going to have to totally check that out. But, so, I wake up from, like, this drunken, like, nap. And the TV is on, and it's on like this infomercial, right? And the infomercial is for this thing called Super Beats. It's like this drink that's Super Beats, and it makes you healthy, and you could like climb walls and be Superman and all that. And who was the person who was the investigative correspondent doing the research about Super Beats? It was Dana Loesch. It was the same woman from the NRA, and it was so crazy. Like, it forced me to go right to my computer and look it up. Like, am I really seeing Dana Loesch on a Super Beats infomercial? I thought I was too drunk. It's so funny, Laurie. It's bound to be on your local TV at 5 in the morning, or right now even. You know, the channels that used to go off the air. You know, now they just play infomercials all night. Those UHF channels, channel 92, right? You look it up. It is so funny. And she's selling this super drink, Super Beats. She has the Super Beats. It's like, okay, so now every time I see her do it. Oh, I know. Listen. I have family members who are members of the NRA, and what I see, especially people who live in like the cities, half of this political stuff that the NRA spews, they hate. They can't stay. I have friends in Minnesota who they have guns. They go hunting every damn week, and they're like, what the hell is wrong with these people? And then it doesn't make them look good. She's Satan's afterbirth. Woo! What a lovely image. Satan's Afterbirth sounds like an awesome death metal band. No. A lot of people here in Brooklyn aren't fans of NRA because we haven't been around guns. But I mean, it's crazy how people who are in their own organization who subscribe to our NRA, they don't even approve of what these people are saying or doing, and so, especially when they attack like children who survived a school shooting. Like, listen, this is the truth. When David Hogg went nuts on Twitter, when he exploded that week after the school shooting, I did some homework. I was like, is he really an actor? Is he? No, he is not. Especially if you go to his YouTube channel, he's a kid. He's really freaking smart. He's like a genius. You know, and he's worked and he was already working in TV production and media, but he's like legit. He's legit. And the other one, Emma Gonzalez. These are like real people, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to just do the homework. He's always on Periscope. I can't believe he goes on Periscope all the time, David Hogg. Yeah, he was on the class newspaper. Yeah, but that's why when people attack these kids, it's like, did you just do the homework? Do you think they made a whole backstory for these kids for the last 19 years of their lives? And for real, like, oh yeah, he tells it like it is. Most of your family, yeah, exactly. Most of your family members don't agree with the politics and the policies. Exactly. It's all about the, listen, the NRA, when you talk about an organization that where you're supposed to respect what you learn things from the organization, which is great. But the way they've gone down, this political road they have gone down, it's really disturbing. It's very like kind of, you're either with us or you're not, and if you're not with us, then we're going to throw you off the side of the boat. Like there seems to be, with some of these more extreme people, especially on the right, there's like no empathy. There's none. There's just like, you ended up there because you did some things, and then again, you could say that about myself just now, not giving that guy some money, but that merchant person some money, but it's all about scale. It's all about scale. Anyway, I will be in Coney Island on, I might be there today, Friday, but that's really up in the air. But Sunday, I'm definitely going to be there. Sunday, I will definitely be in Coney. Most of your family's in Alaska, Montana. Yeah. Hunters. That makes sense. Who doesn't say thank you? David Hogg on Periscope? There's a lot of people commenting. That's the thing. You go on David Hogg's Periscope and you said prayers. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of people commenting on the scope. You know, that's the thing. When people start getting, 1,000 plus people in the room, it's almost impossible it's almost impossible to keep up with the comments. Exactly, Lori. Exactly. I mean, that's the way some people are. Oh, he's very rude. Well, you can't keep up with the comments. It's hard to keep up with the comments. I'll see you on Sunday, Crazy Coney Island Kid. Go take a nap, and I'll see you on the VR arcade there. Don't work too hard tomorrow. But it's hard to keep up with the comments when you have a lot of people watching. It kind of feels like he's ignoring you, but you got to remember that the comments on his end, they're just flying. When you start having a lot of people in the room, and you can't. Not everyone could do this kind of broadcast here, where it's kind of like I know it feels like a one-on-one conversation for some of you guys, but that's because it's only 9 of you guys watching. Yeah, most. Okay, awesome. Oh, he only gives you 2 to 4 hours. That's not good. Well, anyway, I'll see you on Sunday, Crazy Coney Island Kid. They got to give him more hours. I'll call up Dino right now. Hey, Dino, did you know they made the porno? He's alone better on YouTube? Who, David Hogg? I don't think he does live streams on YouTube. Oh my God, if you have 300, if you even have 100 people in here, Laurie. If we had 100 people in here, the comments would be flying. Oh, he's a lot better on YouTube. Okay. Well, he might do. I think he does edited stuff. He does edited vlogs and stuff like that. That's like more stuff. That's more. This stuff that's more thought out. Gives you good hours. Oh no, not the arcade. Oh, you're in the arcade on Atlantic. Oh, okay. I'll see you on Sunday. Okay, now I know what you mean. Yeah, the arcade on Atlantic. There's an arcade on what, Atlantic Center? Cause I'm up in downtown Brooklyn nowadays. There's stuff going on up there. Did you hear? They're building new buildings up there. Let's go to whatchamacallit. Let's go to Walgreens. I'm getting too comfortable sitting down here. Ugh. Oh yeah, I'm getting way too comfortable sitting down. I can feel it in my feet. My feet are like, damn you. You're supposed to be off your feet. You're supposed to be sleeping right now. Ah, the Yoki Pokey between 3rd and 4th. Awesome. You know what? I might just poke my head through. This might poke my head in there. So I'm up there all the time. I might be up there tomorrow, so. Awesome. I didn't even know there was an arcade up there. Downtown Brooklyn, man, I tell you. My God. Wait, did we lose the moon? The moon is back over there. Let's go to Walgreens. We've been on now for what? Like an hour and 15 minutes. When we were in when we were inside Dunkin' Donuts, I shut the phone off by accident. I'll be up there at around 2, between 2 and 4, actually. Alistair Bruce, good morning. Have a great night, Crazy Coney Island Kid. I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Sunday, no matter what. I'll be in Coney. Have a good night. Yeah, Alistair Bruce, we got the new setup here on YouTube, where it's kind of more periscopy now. You got the comments on the screen. The latency is kind of lower. And we have all this on-screen stuff going on. Let's go up. I gotta get the water bug spray. We got the water bug problem now. It's getting warm in the apartment, and we're getting the water bugs again. There's a section of wall by one of our radiators, and there's like a little hole in it, so we're getting these stupid water bugs coming up through there. So I gotta get some spray and some really wide duct tape, because the guy's gonna come repair it hopefully tomorrow morning, and it'll take him 2 seconds to do it. Oh yeah, it happens. These buildings are really old. Our building is 100 years old, so there's always stuff going on. I mean, luckily we don't have mice. We we always get mice. It's like a seasonal thing. They come by for like a few weeks. We exterminate them, and then they're gone for a few months. We've been having some, especially with the radiators, they've been leaking. So we have a leak that comes down from upstairs, and that creates little holes in the wall by the radiator. So I got to come in and plaster it up. So I got to go get the bug spray. How do I operate my computer without a mouse? I use a trackball. Yeah, you had mice, cockroaches, yeah. I mean, if I lived in a more modern building, I'll be more upset. But my building is so old, we just kind of expect it every few weeks. You know, I talked to my wife about that, about getting a cat, just for like, you know, those purposes. And while me and my wife adore dogs, and we're thinking about getting a dog, we both don't like cats to get a cat. We don't like cat. We're not cat people. Like if we got a cat. This is the truth. This is the truth. We and my wife have talked about this and have contemplated doing this. If we were to get a cat, we would teach the cat how to walk outside. We would teach the cat how to put it on a leash. Like I like cats. I wouldn't say I love them, because I've always met cats that have been the most polite or whatnot. It's like nobody out. Nobody out. In the middle of the avenue. In the middle of the avenue. In the middle of the street. But yeah, me and my wife are like, nah, we're not cat people. We don't like we don't like the concept of like a litter box. That's like the thing that like, no. It's like no go. No litter box. No litter box. That is not gonna fly in our house. But we would try to teach the cat how to walk outside. And we would walk the cat like if it was a dog. But we know that that's impossible, because cats have this little thing called free will. And while they're all cute and cuddly and all, they really have personalities. You can't really mold them. Now a dog, we would get a dog in a heart. We're thinking about getting a dog, but we're both not home enough to get a dog. Our lifestyles right now are too crazy. I know. We've seen that. See, that would be great to have a cat that could use the toilet. That would be so cool. Cats using the toilet, so awesome. Yeah, try to walk your cat on a leash. Yeah, the cats don't like being walked on leashes for the most part. Your uncle taught his? Awesome, Cheryl. Holy cow. So it's not just a crazy YouTube video. It's not just a crazy YouTube video. That's freaking hilarious. Yeah, they sell kits for it? Holy crap. Talk to my wife about this now again. Like, okay, did you know it could be done? It's not. PetSmart sells it. Gotta have to check that out. Going to have to check that out. Really? Wow. So as long as the cat's able-bodied, that makes sense. Because when cats get old, their mobility is not as good. Oh, that's so funny. That is so funny. Okay. Almost to Walgreens. 24-hour Walgreens. These stores that are open 24 hours are probably the most depressing places in the world. Oh, around $50. Oh, okay. That's not bad. That'd be so funny. Oh my god. See, if I had a cat that used the bathroom, I would just make YouTube videos of that all the time. And hey guys, look at this. Look what my cat could do, man. I would just, right, Austin? End up with stray cats. We have a lot of stray cats here in the neighborhood. A lot of stray cats. Of course, absolutely. Yeah, you got to mold them when they're babies. Absolutely. If I were to buy a cat or a dog, we would buy them when they're like a kitten or a puppy. Just so we just mold them from day one. Here's the Walgreens. There's like nobody out here. This is great. Right, let me take you guys off the selfie stick so we don't look completely batshit crazy. Go into stealth mode. Go into stealth mode. But yeah. We're not cat people, but you know what? Exactly. That's true. Yeah, we would go to so sign saying welcome me to Walgreens. Yeah, buy one from like a shelter. We wouldn't go to like a puppy mill or nothing like that. All right. I should get suntan lotion too while I'm here. I think every time we come in here, we buy the same thing. We buy bug spray and duct tape. There's the cheap duct tape. There's the cheap duct tape. Oh, it's Jayhawk. Good to see you, Jayhawk. Where is this stuff? You like getting older animals? Yeah, well, no, older animals are... That's a whole other set of issues when you get older animals. Okay, now where's the damn book? They changed this up again. Exactly. You can't fix it. Duct tape will. Oh, there goes my my copyright. I remember working in stores like this at this hour of the night doing surveys. Right, exactly. And you know, we don't have a house. That's true. We have a tiny apartment. Well, not too tiny, but we have an apartment. Not the most spacious place in the world. Let's see here. There we go. A Kmart? No. There's only 2 Kmarts in New York. Or no, 2, 3. There's 6 Kmarts in New York City. 2 of them are in Manhattan, and then there's one in Staten Island. Then there's 2 in the Bronx, and I think there's 2 in Queens. No, we're in a Walgreens. Let's see, got that. See if I need anything else. I don't think I do. Paying that T-Swift. That T-Swift makes it so easy to shop. What happened? Ron Waxman isn't on Jayhawk? What happened? Ron Waxman isn't on? Yes. Oh, he disappeared? Okay.
You have a WhatsApp?
No.
You want to try phone number? Can you on file?
Nah.
It's going to be $20 to the system.
Boom. Thank you so much.
Have a great night.
Have a good one. Now, Ron hasn't disappeared. He was on he was on what? He was on like no. Was it 4 days ago, 5 days ago? He was on 4 or 5 days ago insulting me and a bunch of other people. He hasn't disappeared. He hasn't disappeared. Eventually, I'll be able to live stream on everything at the same time. That's why you can see the comments on the screen right now. Latency is low. Oh no! Somebody forgot their mulching machine. Oh, it's broken. They just discarded it there. They just discarded it there. And he was so angry the other night. So funny watching him. I'm starting to call him Old Man Waxman. True story. I was like, oh, there he goes again. Haven't watched Ron in a long time. Check out his replays. Check out his 3.5 hour long replays. He's the #1 periscoper in New York. But he was so angry. When he was going off on me the other night, he was so angry. I was like, my God, what is wrong with this man? And there you go, Jayhawk. There you go. I used to like him a lot. He's gone off the deep end. Well, when he's going after about 30 people every night, and all these people are some of the best people who make Periscope happen. Why did he turn so bad? Because it was a long, convoluted chain of events that started playing out about a little over a year ago. Nighty night, Miss Lovely. Sleep well. But yeah, a whole confluence of events that happened and wasn't good. So, but then when he went after a really good periscoper out there in New Zealand, when he went after Louise Poppy, so many of my viewers came to me in direct messages and were like, that's too far. And that was like the cardinal call for me. Yeah, he's not happy. He's not happy at all, even though he says he is. Yep. Well, Boot Fashionista there was stuff going on even before that. He was already beginning to go after people, but Boot Fashionista was the beginning of what's happening now. And it's sad because even Boop, she doesn't really do any social media at all. Like, she had a lot of people who actually watched her, and now she's just, I thought she was going to come back here on YouTube, but no, unfortunately not. The way I saw it, he doesn't use people for their money because he doesn't need it. I mean, he does accept super chats. I mean, the super hearts. He does accept super hearts. So, but I don't think he uses people for money. He has plenty of his own money. He just has a very big ego, and if you put him in check, he doesn't like that. You have to kiss the ring, and if you don't kiss the ring, then you're out, baby. You're out. Simple as that. And it's a shame, especially for when it comes into terms with Boot Fashionista. And I hope he watches this on replay. I don't have him blocked here on YouTube, so he could even comment below if he likes. But, you know, he's a grown man. And, you know, he's like in his mid-50s. And here you can't handle, you know, 30-year-old girl for whatever reason. You know, like, just let it go. You know, put your ego to the curb. You know, that's why whenever he badmouths me, I'll just go on Periscope and say, yeah, I am the biggest moron and loser and whatever. That's what he says, that's what I am. That kind of shit doesn't affect me. But for him, it obviously does. And it gets the best of him. And I know, in my heart of hearts, I still kind of wish him, you know, I wish he could just get through this. And someone told me to unblock him. What? Somebody told you to unblock him, and you told this person to block him. Well, that only goes so far. Gonna place you guys on this. Gonna stare at the sky for a little bit here. But he blocked me, so I have the pleasure of saying that he blocked me and I never blocked him. So, but he's better than that. I know he's a better person than that. I want to hope anyway that he's a better person than what he portrays on the internet. But it's a little girl. He should have just left it for as is. I mean, it got very high schoolish, you know, people calling my grandparents and all this. It's like, okay, but what were you in high school here? Come on. So this is why it's like, and that's why I say for people who watch him and then watch me, especially after, like, if I know that you've watched him recently and I saw you in a replay and you were like either egging him on or participating in it, and you come into my broadcast after he insulted me, I'm going to ask you, why the hell are you in my broadcast? You were just in somebody's broadcast talking shit about me, so. Over something dumb, yeah. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let's go get beer. I want beer now. I want beer. People want to run red lights. People want to run red lights here in the middle of the night. For some people, stoplights are optional in the middle of the night. Yes. My beer store is closed, so I got to go to my other place and spend $1 extra. $1 extra. Hello. Yes, it is 3:30 in the morning. It's Brooklyn. There are people out. Like me. Exactly. If you're not happy with the broadcast, just switch it off. That's what I always say. But you have people that love the drama. Yeah, we don't have thugs in this neighborhood. There you go.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Have a good day.
Have a good one. Yeah, thugs. We don't have those kind of people out here. Thugs. When people usually use thugs now, from people who live in the suburbs use thugs, they usually mean black people. We do have black people who live out here. Yes, we do. We have everything in this neighborhood. And most likely we would have somebody call a thug in this neighborhood. They'd probably be either Hispanic or white, truth be told. But I think 2 hours is enough with me. I think 2 hours for everybody is enough. We've been at this now for 2 hours. You didn't mean black people? All right, good. Anyway. Well, everything that people complain about YouTube, the YouTube Live, when it comes to the comments and the latency, is pretty much gone now. And we have now turned a new leaf for when it comes to the broadcasts here on YouTube. So I want to thank everyone for indulging me with this little experimental broadcast tonight. And more exciting adventures to come. We're going to go back to the Brooklyn Botanical Garden. On Sunday, we'll ride the Wonder Wheel. Have a great day, Alistair Bruce. We'll ride the rides. We will have some fun and all that. But from, what is this, 4th Avenue here in Brooklyn, New York, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. Hug your loved one, cherish the moment. And good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you later, Jeff Hawkins and Amy and Alistair Bruce. and Cheryl and Lori and who else? And Nabul was on the replay. Have a good night, Lori. And VG, thanks for the super chat. Lori, thanks for the super chat. I'll see you guys later, folks. Now it's time to go to bed, 3:30 in the morning. I'll see everyone later, folks. Bye.